I hope you're good. See if I can, I hate when it goes so close to my face. And if you didn't know, we are now in quarantine season. So I know a lot of you at the minute are, I say quarantine season, we're on a global pandemic here, okay? And I know a lot of you are wondering, like, V, what can I do? How do I start an online course? How can I get started and do a program or even a membership group? So I'm actually going to share with you today some tips based on my experience. Those of you that know me know that I've been doing online courses, but also online programs and even my membership group for a number of years. So I am someone who speaks from experience, as well as having coached individuals on how to create their own courses and programs as well online. Now, I want to say something to you up front. I am not an online course specialist. I am not someone who can help you to create six figures from running a coaching business. But what I can do today in today's session is actually share with you some of the platforms you can use that will actually help you in your business, and some of the platforms you can use, good morning, as well as some of the really useful tips you might need to know before even starting a course. So I want to share with you some of these ideas. And if you have any questions, you can let me know. And of course, if you want to ask me something one-to-one or on discretion and you watch the replay and you don't catch me live, then feel free to actually pop a message into my DM. So if it's the first time you're actually meeting me, my name's V Roberts, Insight to Marketing, mother of four, and I've actually got a book that I've created called the Brand and Marketing Planner, which is an awesome tool, been referred to as the resource of all time for many business owners who have been stuck with actually getting clarity on how to build campaigns and create events, know what your budget is, do selling, understanding social media. It's all in this particular planner. You can go and find out more about that on my Brand and Marketing page. Today, I actually want to focus on helping you to understand how to navigate the digital space, because I know a lot of you are actually feeling like now's a really good time to actually get into digital marketing. And I don't mean in terms of actually digital marketing where you're doing social media and email marketing and, you know, you've got a website, because obviously that's a digital marketing tactic. What I should be clear on is I'm talking about digital products specifically, of which digital marketing would be part of that whole kind of build up. Right? So I'm guessing you've got an idea for a digital product. If you have, do feel free to let me know what that digital product might be. I'm going to take you through some visuals, and also I'm going to also explain to you my process for actually starting up my business and doing digital programs. When I was about 14 months into running my business, that's precisely what I did. So I'm going to share some tips on that. I know a lot of you are feeling a little bit stressed out. Some of you are feeling a little bit like, oh, what do I do? How do I start? So that's actually what I'm going to share tips with you on today. So if you're watching live, just give me number 1 in the comments box to let me know that you are live with me and you can hear me okay. And I'm going to dive right in. You've got your idea and you are wanting to now start to think about, you know, where do I begin? The first thing you want to do before assuming that your idea is going to work is test it. Now, ideally, you may have had this as a physical product before, or you may have done it where, you know, you've previously tested it as an online like trial or beta program, and now you want to go live. But what's essential is that you've tested your idea. So you really want to get clear on, is this actually going to work? And obviously you're not going to know 100% if it's definitely going to work, but have an idea for what you might know is already out there, or what you yourself have done in the past, so that you have got an established need. Don't just come off with this idea and expect everyone to buy it, because that's a mistake that a lot of us make, and it's a learned experience that a lot of us actually get burned from. We see a shiny object to create a course, we pay thousands of pounds to create this course, the course doesn't sell because nobody wanted it. So the first thing I want you to do, if you're writing notes for me, please tap in as I go along so I can remember what I've said at the end, because this is all free flow. Oh, catch me breath. First thing you want to do is test your idea. Make sure your idea is an idea that's going to work. Something ideally that you've done before, something that you know maybe you've done offline that you're going to bring online, okay? The second thing you want to do is make sure you're already relevant in that space. Now, obviously with me, I created my courses based on online courses that I knew were already out there, but with my own completely different type of spiel, right? Good morning, those of you that are joining. Let me give you a few waves. Give me a number 1 if you just joined. Let me know in the comments if you're thinking about making an online course. So with what I'm doing now, sharing with you today some of the platforms you can use, some of the ideas, and also dispelling some of the myths you might have around creating a digital product. As I said, I'm not a digital marketing product expert, but I've built my own courses, and I've also helped my own clients to build courses. I started my own course on a digital product using Google Drive, which I wouldn't recommend any of you do now, because there are other things that I'm going to go into later on in this session that will be able to be much better than Google Drive. But you might want to check out Google Drive as an alternative if you do want to have a nosy and see what it's about. It's hosted on the cloud and absolutely free. All right. So let me get into it. First of all, you want to road test your idea. Please, if you're with me, if someone could just write notes for me, that'd be really helpful. You want to road test your idea. You want to establish a need. You want to make sure that you actually have an audience who might want this product or service. So ideally, maybe people have been asking you for this. As I said earlier, maybe it's something you did previously live and now you want to do it as a product that's digital. Okay. Once you've done that, you want to think about what budget or resources have I got to actually market this product. Once I've built it, what have I got to actually market it? And that's a good starting point, even before you think about the platform you're going to host it on. And I'll share with you why. You might pay for a yearly annual subscription for a platform. You may even get it free. And then you've got your really good idea as well for your business, digital product. But if you don't know how you're going to promote it or even brand it, you're going to be very stuck. Because remember, as I always say, to get sales in your business, you really want to understand that branding and marketing affects your sales, okay? Branding and marketing affects your sales. So you want to have a very clear idea of how you're going to promote this thing. You might have an idea of what you want to say or do in terms of your digital product, but you want to be clear on how you're going to promote it. So understand what platforms you're going to use. That's the next part. After you've worked out what budget you've got, after you've worked out what your idea is and you've kind of road tested it, you want to work out the platforms that you can host it on. So I'm going to share with you some of the platforms that I recommend. First of all, I've got to say that I'm an affiliate for ClickFunnels. So I myself use ClickFunnels. Okay. If you want more information on that, I'll happily send you the link. Secondly, there are other platforms that you can use like Teachable and Thinkific that will host quite a lot of content for you on either free or paid platforms. So that's Teachable or Thinkific, okay? The other platform that you can consider using is Udemy, okay? Which is a really good platform for those of you who don't know, where you can host quite a lot of content, again, either free or paid. I'm going to share with you some of these platforms in a minute using some visuals. Now, for those of you that have come to me and said, V, I might want to host this in a different language. You know, I speak Spanish or Portuguese. I might want to do a kind of dual branded or dual language course. Then I would definitely encourage you to check out a platform called Learn World. Learn World, okay? So those already are quite a few platforms there that you can use. Good morning to you that are just joining. Good morning. So I'm going to share with you my screen so you can see some of these things I'm talking about. The other one I didn't mention to you was Rizuku, which I will share with you as well, which is brilliant if you are wanting to actually connect with people and do things like live streams and virtual rooms and meeting spaces within your online program. So that's quite good if you're wanting to do a virtual membership group or something like that. So let me just share my screen and hope this works. So the first one I'm going to share with you is actually Learn World, which I did say before, absolutely free. Really cool platform for you if you want to learn how to do courses and create courses with other languages. The other one is, as I said before, udemy.com. So this is a really good platform for you. And they've actually got a special offer on at time of this video going live, which is actually the 3rd of April 2020. All right, so check out udemy.com. I will leave Kartra till the end because that's more of a digital space if you're doing like electronic media and downloadables. Rizuku is the platform that I mentioned to you earlier. So it's a very good space to be on, or platform to be on, if you are going to want to do like live meetings and also having like virtual meeting groups and stuff. And you've got a 14-day virtual trial on that. And my two favorite, I think most two profitable, popular rather than profitable, are actually Thinkific and Teachable. So with Thinkific, you've actually got quite a lot of opportunities on here to do different things in your business. And what's good about Thinkific is that it doesn't charge you anything other than your fees to process your payments. All right. So if you're on Stripe or PayPal or other apps, you can actually use Thinkific and you won't have to pay that much, even if you're using the free program. And the final one I want to share with you is Teachable. Again, a really good platform for you if you're wanting to know more about setting up. It's got a free version and a paid for version. So I'm just going to run through those again. Teachable. Just give me number 2 in the comments box if you're with me. Teachable. Okay. Thinkific. Rizuku, if you're wanting to do the courses that have got live videos and kind of virtual meeting rooms in them. Udemy. Okay. It's got a special offer on which ends today. Okay. And LearnWorld if you're wanting to do something with different languages. Now, the other platform that I was mentioning was Kartra, which is quite a popular platform. It's got different packages there. But what I'll say to you about Kartra is it's more relevant, not necessarily if you're going to be doing online courses, but more relevant for you if you are planning to host kind of electronic documents and electronic media, downloads, ebooks, that kind of thing. So definitely check out Kartra if you do want to find out more about how to share and host your online and electronic media. Now let me just go into my pages just to check that I am sounding okay. I did say to you before that the one that I use is ClickFunnels. So if any of you want to know more about ClickFunnels, I can tell you a lot about that because you probably guessed that's where I host all of my membership programs. And I'm also a ClickFunnels affiliate as well. But if you are watching live now, give me a wave. I think I may have some challenges with my Wi-Fi. I'm not sure if I have. Apologies for that. What I want to say to you is in building your courses, obviously I've gone through those platforms with you very briefly. It's very important before you jump into creating a course that you understand, as I said at the start, that you've got a need for this course. Don't just dive in, okay? The other thing that I mentioned, I'm just checking I'm sounding all right because I can see my numbers are going in and out, and I don't know if that's because of how I'm sounding. So let me just quickly check here on my Supermamas Connected page, okay? So in terms of your ideas, understanding, you know, is there a need? Then understanding as well whether or not you can actually get anyone to buy your products, and knowing how you're going to promote it is very important. Knowing where you're going to promote it. Don't just assume everyone will buy it from you online. Don't just assume you're going to be able to convert sales on social media. And remember, there is like a little circle that you go through, right? So you come up with your idea, you create your course. Good morning to those of you that are just joining. Good morning. You create your course, you thought about it, you know there's a need, but you've got to have a way to automate that course so that you can generate leads on tap. And not all of those leads are going to convert to sales. So what you want to be doing is thinking of ways that you can actually get leads in your business. So that's going to involve potentially social media, you sending out emails. It's going to involve you actually doing quite a lot of work with visibility to make sure people can see your course and they know that it exists. And also, if you're not already doing it, you're going to need to make sure your website's updated and or integrated into your course as well. So the programs that I've shared with you, some of them are what I call all-in platforms. You can actually host or even integrate your website into these particular platforms, which is good if you're wanting to have kind of like a transferable way of moving people from your website smoothly into your course without them even knowing they've jumped ship, literally. All right. So when you're building your course, make sure you've got an idea of, first of all, on the wheel, where you're going to start. What's your idea? Why would they buy it? Is it something that's worked before? If it's not, you know, why are you doing it? Have you road tested it? That was the first point I asked you. Secondly, you want to make sure you've got an audience for your course. Who are they? Why would they buy it? How are you going to communicate with them that this is the course they need, and why would they need it? Very, very important for you to think about that. Thirdly, in terms of where you are in your business journey, you've got to understand, can you shut the door for me, please? You've got to understand what you're doing in terms of your business when it comes to you promoting it. So having a budget is very important. Also being clear on how you're going to promote it online, but also once we get to a stage where we can promote offline, how are you going to promote it offline as well? Because that's important. Don't just rely on social media. You know, when you're promoting your course, once we are able to get out and about, how are you going to promote it when you're speaking on stage or through the local press or through advertorial? How are you going to promote it through collaborations or even affiliate partnerships, or actually speaking to people that might be able to help you to promote it through their mailing list, as an example? Now, I might be going too fast here, I don't know, but what I've covered off in this very quick segment are just a few of the platforms that you can use to host your course or program or membership scheme. Some of them are very much just like online, where like Kartra, it's just for really digital products in terms of a book, course, or something that you want to promote that's just downloadable. Others are more all-in-one, okay, like Udemy, where you can actually host a number of different things, PDF slides, presentations, and so on, YouTube videos, and so on. So do make sure you go and check all of them out. I will try and put some of them into the caption, but what I want you to take away from today is, before you run and chase shiny objects to create your course, think long and hard about why you're creating it. Understand the reason behind why you're creating it. Understand why someone would need it. Understand the key messages you would use to promote it. And understand that you've got an audience that would actually want it. Because what I don't want any of you doing is going out and creating courses that you've assumed people need. All right, this is really, really important, because a lot of the gurus won't tell you. They'll tell you that they'll show you how to promote a course, but what they won't tell you is actually how you can navigate the world of marketing so that your course is promoted, so that you can be seen and that the right people see your course. And actually, you're going to need things like automation. You're going to need things like, online tools, maybe even advertising skills. Good morning, those of you that are just joining. Good morning, Natalie. Good morning, Melissa. How you doing? Long time no speak. You're going to need all of these online tools to promote your course. So yes, go out and create that course. Do your research first. Make sure you've thought through what you're doing in terms of, why would someone want to buy it? Where would I promote it? Make sure you're clear on the outcomes. What would they get from doing your course? What would they actually get from doing your online course or joining your membership group? Be very clear on the outcomes, because normally this is what will actually form your messaging when you're promoting. All right, so give me a number 2 in the comments box if you've got absolutely anything from what I've sped through this morning. Give me a number 2 in the comments box. I want to know from you, if you're thinking about creating a course, what it might be. And if you've already started creating your course, share with us today. What is your course going to be? Tell us on the live if you're creating a course, or if you're even promoting one right now. Share with us. Many of you will know I have an online course that I've been selling very well for the last 4+ years. My online course is the 5-day, alongside other ones, but my main one that does really well is my 5-day branding and marketing challenge. That's actually taking place in April, okay, and which is now when I'm recording this live. It's taking place in April, but I actually run it regularly. Many of you may have previously done this with me. It's 5 days of online coaching for a fixed fee. You get to work with me, pick my brains all you like. We do it online in a Facebook group, but you also get lots of really good content and videos and exclusive training workbooks via an online platform. I'm not going to share with you what that online platform is that I've used, but I will say it's one of the platforms that I've mentioned today. So thank you all for watching. Someone says that was a great tip now, actually. Okay, let me know what that great tip was. Remember, once you've created your course, once you've chosen your platform, once you've done your research, once you understand your budget as well, then steam ahead, because your branding and your marketing is what's going to absolutely help you in promoting so that more people know about your course. And if you haven't got the time to create a course, or you think you haven't got the time, then do message me, because I can help you. I can give you clarity. As I said, I'm a mother of 4, started my business over 7 years ago, and I'm now a multi-award winning coach and consultant for some very well-known organizations, as well as a consultant that gets paid to do training just like this for other agencies that are external to my own brand. So if you do want to know more about online marketing, branding, strategy, planning, and you may not have, a way of navigating, where to find useful tips and content, maybe check out my YouTube channel, because there's quite a lot of content there. Just search Insight to Marketing and you'll be able to find my content on there absolutely free. But let me know if you've watched this and you've got any tip or helpful information. Give me a number 3 in the comments if you have. That'd be really helpful. And also, if you do want to ask me any questions, feel free to do that. I will check out your questions once I've jumped off this live. But remember, that official hashtag is AskI2M. If you're stuck, always get clarity, because it's not the lack of time that's the problem. It's actually the lack of your direction. Take care, everyone, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.